Now, if Moonveil was a curved magic sword instead, this is what it would be. This is the Wing of Astel weapon that I'll show you how to get towards the end of the video, and in this video I'm going to show you how well it performs. Now, surprisingly, this weapon works way better against enemies that are big, that take up a lot of space, because of your Ash of War nebula that kind of like spawns all these little like bomb like nebulas that go off and damage the enemy just as they're all going off. As you can see here, like with these giant dog wolves, they don't stand a chance. As long as they're in that path, they just get blown up. Now, if we go ahead and test this against giants, you can see here that we have this very similar effect here. You got to be standing very close though, because these little orb explosions literally land kind of within your kind of melee range and distance, so you have to be really close to an enemy. But if you can get by like a giant's foot and you cast like one or two of these off, it will actually stagger them to the ground, so you shouldn't be taking a lot of damage in most cases unless you get like rolled on or like stomped on without dodging in time. You can see here the distance of the spell is probably the worst thing about it, but if you're close enough, you can get that like stagger stun over here, and then you can just go in and charge your heavy attack, and you can basically do a Moonveil swiping thing. That is why I compared this to the Moonveil, because the heavy attack of this weapon looks so much like the Moonveil swipes. What's great about this one is that it doesn't actually cost any FP. All you have to do is charge your heavy attack, and if you charge it like for the full charge, you will do 2 sweeps like this over here, which is actually pretty cool and very fun to play. I think the biggest downside to this weapon is that any normal attacks aren't as effective as what you can use with other weapons in the game. Compared to the Moonveil is probably still a few levels higher and better than this weapon. But if you're looking for something that's not the Moonveil and not completely overpowered, the Wing of Astel is probably something that's a bit of both. So you have a little bit of strength there. Used in the right situations, you can do devastatingly good damage. So you are going to be using a combo of the Ash of War Nebula and your heavy charged attack, which is that one over there. And you're going to just kind of like put in a lot of like strategy and using the environment and things around you to get the best out of this weapon, because you're not going to be sheerly dominating enemies once off like immediately. Especially the faster they are, the more they're probably going to overpower you, and that's probably the biggest weakness of this weapon. Now, for the stats that you're going to need to use the Wing of Astel, you of course need 7 strength, 17 dexterity, and 20 intelligence, but you're going to be putting most of your points into intelligence to buff your magic damage with this weapon, because we're using the nebula and the heavy attack, which it kind of does magic damage, but you're also going to be boosting dexterity to get like external damage for your normal slashing attacks. This is the armor I'm wearing in case you're interested in this look and style or any of those pieces. The talismans we have here are using less FP to cast our Ash of War, greatly raising our attack power with successive attacks from normal like striking attacks, greatly boosting the attack power of our skills, which is our nebula, and then raising dexterity just to give us some more slashing power. Our wondrous physick gives us a boost to magic attacks as well as boosting our intelligence. Now, this weapon, Wing of Astel, isn't particularly easy to get, so it's going to be a little bit of a time-consuming adventure that you need to go on here, depending on how far you are in the game. Of course, we are going to the underground area of Astel River, the northern section, which you have to reach Noxtella from. So, obviously, you're going to progress from Liurnia up until this kind of like Korea Manor place over here. So, when you go up through here and you kind of defeat everything there and you get to here, there is a video linked on the screen on how to do Ronnie's questline, because you're going to have to complete Ronnie's questline, which will eventually lead you to this tower over here, Renna's Rise, which there is a portal at the top of that is going to take you exactly to the place we need to go in the underground area of Astel River, which is this place right over here. Now, once you get here, all you're going to do is you're going to head south, and you're going to go through the giant building thing that has a boss there, and you're going to go cut across to the left here, past all the ants, and kind of like ride or like walk along the ledge until you get to the top of this building. Now, to quickly show you the path that we just showed you on the map here, I'm going to run it through because some people need a little bit of more of a visual confirmation to see where they're going. So you're going down this tunnel over here, and we're going to cut around to the left here through these ants over here. So go left here. You'll fight the ants. I'm not going to show you all the combats here. I'm just going to skip ahead, and we're going to go through. There's an enemy here. Continue to the right from this point over here. Kill that enemy and go along this ledge over here and just keep jumping down. There will be a giant enemy in the sky or thing that you can fight here and kill, which is going to be annoying to deal with. But where we're going now is to this chest right over here. And inside of this chest, you will receive the Wing of Astel weapon that we used in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.